All of us at GAC Services thank you for trusting us to install your new home comfort system today. We've provided you a lot of information throughout this process, and we know it can be overwhelming. We also know that when we leave your house after the installation, you're probably going to forget at least half of what we told you. One of the most important pieces of information is simply how to operate your new thermostat. So we've put together this video to assist you with that. This is what your Housewise thermostat should look like when it's in its sleep mode. Just displaying the current temperature, humidity. Got a weather forecast at the bottom if you're connected to the internet. Time and day at the top. Just touch anywhere on the screen to wake it up. The time and day still is displayed in top center. Temperature in the house measured right here in the center. Beneath that is the current humidity reading. Over here to the right is your desired temperature or your set point. So you see it says cool to 84. Okay, I can adjust that simply by tapping the arrows and set that to whatever I like. In the upper right corner, okay, just ignore that for a minute. In the upper right corner, we've got the mode indicator. If I tap anywhere on that corner, I'll get my mode choice between cool, heat, auxiliary heat, automatic, or off. Okay, I can turn everything off if I want, which takes away the set point displays. Auto mode is kind of neat because now you can see I've got heating and cooling to choose from right here. So if I want to adjust the heat set point, I can do that. If I want to adjust the cool set point, I just tap there. Up in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see our fan indicator. You can just tap on that. Let me get back out of this first. And you can choose between fan on or fan auto, okay? All that does is tell you what the fan on the furnace is going to do in between heating and cooling cycles. Has nothing to do with the speed of the fan when the heat or the air conditioning is running. If it's in the auto mode, the fan on the furnace will automatically turn on when the cooling or heating is needed and automatically turn off when it's done. If you leave it in the on position, the fan just continues to run all the time. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to put this back in just the cooling mode for a minute. Actually, we'll go to heat. So we're going to switch to the heating mode. All right. I'm going to hit the menu button down here in the lower right corner. This system is obviously fully programmable, and the way that we program this thermostat is different than what you may have been used to on any older programmable style thermostats. Before we kind of set our clock and time settings, we're going to set what Bryant calls the comfort profiles. So the very first icon in the top left corner is our profiles button. We're going to hit that, then we're going to click on temperature profiles, and we're going to set what do we want the profile to be? What do we want the system to do when we're waking up in the morning, when we're away for the day, when we're home at night, and when we're sleeping? So you can see these 4 titled profiles are on the screen. And underneath each profile, it tells you, well, what do you want to heat when you're home? I want to heat to 72. I want the fan to be in the auto position. I want to cool to 77 with the fan in the auto position. So that's what we want the thermostat to do to our system, to our home, while we're at home, while we're waking up, while we're away, etc. So once we adjust these the way we want them, so I click on the home button. I want to heat to 70 degrees. I want to cool to 74, and when I'm cooling, I'm going to turn the fan on. When I'm heating, I want the fan in auto. That's a good example of a home profile. We just save that, okay. When we're sleeping, we can maybe set it differently. Maybe we want it a little cooler at night when we're sleeping, okay. So you get the idea. You set your profiles first. The air circulation profile is kind of silly. If you want to just turn the fan on for an hour or so here and there, you can do that through the air circulation profile. And humidity, we're not going to get into. That's a little more advanced, so that we'll save that for the manual. Now, once we set our profiles, we can now go ahead and set our schedules. So we hit the next icon, which is the schedule button. Best way to do the schedule is the guided schedule. You simply tap on the guided schedule icon, and then just answer the questions that the thermostat asks you. What days you want to set? Do you want to just do weekdays? Do you want to do weekends? You can choose individual days, hit next. enter the time you wake up. I'm going to get up at 6:30, hit next. What do I want the profile to be when I wake up? I've got it set already from my profile screen. Is someone home all day? No, I'm going to work. Okay, well, what time do we leave? I leave at 9, right? Hit next. Here's a confirmation of what my away profile looks like. We've already set this, so I hit next. Time do I come back home? 6 o'clock. Here's my home profile. And do I want something different when I go to sleep? Hit yes. Well, I'm going to go to bed at 11. Hit next. It's going to confirm that. There you go. It just programmed my whole schedule for the whole week. So it's that easy, okay? I'm going to go ahead and back all the way out of this thing real quick so it doesn't save that. Once we set the schedule, I'm back now at the main menu screen. I'm going to hit schedules again. At any time you can view or edit your schedule by choosing that button. We're on Wednesday. This is what my schedule is doing today. I can change day to Thursday to Friday. I can change these at any point. I can just tap on it and say, hey, okay, on Fridays I don't get up until 8 a.m., so I just bump it up to 8, hit done, and then save if you want. You can change, hey, maybe I'm not going to go to work at all on Friday, so I can just change that from wake to home, and now I'm home during the day, all day from 8 a.m., and it won't go to sleep. Oh, last one on schedules. You can turn the scheduling on and off if you like. Scheduling setup enabled or disabled. If you don't want the scheduling to run and you just want to make this a manual thermostat, feel free. Just disable the scheduling. You can always turn it back on later. There's a really nice vacation mode on this thermostat. You can just tap the vacation icon and you can plan your vacation. Just follow the prompts. Tell the system what time you're going to be leaving on what day. So I'm going to leave at 2 p.m. on Friday, leave work a little early. Here's what I want the system to do while I'm on vacation. Maybe I want it a little warmer in the house. That's fine. Hit next. Tell it what time I'm going to get home. I'm going to come home on Sunday at 5 p.m. Hit next. Here's a confirmation. Now it's going to plan your vacation. You don't have to worry about remembering to turn the system off when you leave. It's going to do it for you. You can do this up to a month in advance, I believe. So you would just save that. You can always see the vacation in your setup. So I go back to the vacation icon. There's my vacation planned. I can click on that and I can delete it and I'm done. The settings section really is some advanced settings. We got some preferences. You can change the lighting on the screen. You can change the time setting. If you do connect this system to Wi-Fi, the time will be managed by an internet time, so you never have to set the time. I do recommend that. The weather forecast is also available when the system is connected to the internet, and it gives you today's forecast in the next 4 days. It's actually a very nice feature. Alerts and system you should never really be using. There's nothing that's really all that involved there. And the service section just kind of gives you some information about your serial and software on your thermostat and some service information if needed. So really the only buttons you're going to be using are the profile, schedules, and vacation, and also the weather possibly. And one thing I should point out, if I go back to my home screen now, up in the upper center portion of the screen, you do see the Wi-Fi signal strength indicator, and from the sleep screen here you also see that Wi-Fi signal strength in the corner right here. Another good indication if the system is connected to the internet is, do we see on the sleep screen, do we see the weather forecast icon in the bottom center portion, temperature and a sun, a cloud, a rain, a wind. It will show that here, and you can just tap on that at any time and it shows you the next few days forecast, okay? If you're not connected to the internet, that's just going to read outside temperature if you have it equipped with that. The last thing we need to talk about here is when we're using the program, we've got the touch and go feature over here on the left side. So you can see right now in the touch and go mode, I should be at home running according to my schedule. If you can't see that, it says per schedule. At any point, if I'm in my schedule and I am too hot or too cold, just change the temperature. Just walk up to the control and change the temperature by a degree or so. And you'll notice this box pop up in the middle of the screen that says, okay, fine, I hear you, Mr. Customer. I want you, you're telling me to ignore the schedule. So I'll do that, and I'm going to hold your command until what? And right now it popped up maybe about 3 hours away. So it says, hold your command until 4 p.m. today. If that's good, I can hit done. If I want to change it a little up or down, I can. And just hit done, and now you'll see the thermostat will go to your set point that you adjusted to, and it's going to hold it until the time displayed in this box. So now we're in a manual mode. We're not in one of our comfort profiles that we've programmed, and we're going to be in a manual mode until 4:30, at what time we will switch back to the schedule and to the comfort profiles. If at any point you want to hold the temperature at a different set point and ignore your program for longer than a few hours, just tap that square and you can hit the hold button. So now the system just says I'm in a manual mode and I'm holding whatever temperature you tell me to go to. So we go here, we go hold, and now we're set. This is the way we instruct our install technicians to leave the control for you in the manual hold position, and you can just adjust the temperature up and down over here until you get a chance to learn what temperature is comfortable for you and get a chance to set your own profiles and schedule, okay? That pretty much covers the operation of your new Housewise thermostat. Hopefully you'll find this video a helpful reference to come back to. And once you've got a chance to play with it, push the buttons. If at any time after that you have any questions, please give us a call. We're here to help.